This is my ThermoMate Smart Touch hot water heater on demand. And this is what the bottom of it looks like. This is where the electrical wires go in. This is where the water pipes connect. Your cold water from your well goes in here. Your hot water comes out here. When you buy this, it will not have these on it. These are 1/2 by 1/2 FNPT female adapters. Now these specifically are for PEX pipe, and that's PEX pipe laying down there. You may have a different way of adapting, but this will fit either way. There is a rubber seal that comes with this that I put inside of here. There's also a cap. When you buy this, I'll have this little plastic cap on it, and that plastic cap also has a rubber seal, which may be able to be used if you should need another one. I'm going to look quickly at the back of the heater and talk about how it is mounted. You will see these two hooks, one right here, one right there. They are 12 inches apart. Now I have set up place to hang this on the wall, and here's my two hooks. I have one right here, I have one right here. This unit is a EH140, an EH140. The EH140 requires US 6 AWG or larger copper wires, which I have my 60 amp breaker, which this machine requires, and I have my wires as instructed running out of here. The machine is going to sit about here, so the wires are going to come back up into the machine over here. In order to let you see where they're going to connect, I'm going to remove this front panel. There's 4 bolts, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to take those 4 bolts out, and this should lift off, and you'll see hopefully the wire connectors inside of there. Now I'm going to lift off this front panel. Oh, careful, because this connects to that, which is the light, which lights everything up. So you don't want to do what I did. I didn't realize that was there. But by setting this off of here, you can see that when my power comes in, there's a place to hook this power right here. We're going to have a ground and an L1 and an L2. So that's the 240 volt inlet. The wires will come up through here and it will connect right there. It may be that what I need to do is to disconnect that, and there is a little place where you can mash this, it looks like, and unplug it. So I'm going to try that. Yeah, mash that little button there, and then you can pull that right out. Now I can mount this to the wall and run the wiring and the plumbing and everything, and then put this back on and plug this back in. Now you can see, according to this instruction, you want 12 inches on each side and 15 inches on the top. They say not to leave this sitting with water in it during the winter time, because like most everything, if it freezes, it can damage the heater. Here. And this should mount just like this. That is all mounted the way it should be. So let's get up here and get a little closer look. Here's my box, here's my wiring. I will bring these wires over into here. I'll hook each one of my breakers, and this says green, but in my case the ground wire is white. So I'll hook my white cable here, and then the black and the red will go here and here. Okay, now This is wired and mounted. Now, the power is off. If I turned the power off, I would probably ruin the machine because it has to have water in it before the power goes to it. I went ahead and ran the power because once I get the hoses hooked to it, it would have been more difficult to get it on the wall and get it wired. So after tightening both fittings, talking about the water fittings, open the hot water tap and allow water to run through the unit for about 2 to 3 minutes. Make sure all the air is discharged from the water lines. The above steps must be formed before the power is on. So what I'm going to want to do is, I can go ahead and do that now because even though I have power run to that, I don't have it connected. So I'll just take this hose and I'll stick it out under that door right here, and then we'll turn it on and let the water run through it. So I don't see anything leaking in here. I also want to let this run long enough to get this water cold because this water hose is over in the sunshine. I want it to be cold when we start because when we test it, we're going to be expecting it to warm up because of the heater, hot water heater. So that's good there. So let's come back in here. Now all I'm going to do now is put the power to it. So I'm going to flip the breaker. Now this says off. So I'm going to cut it on. And now it's set for 131 degrees. So that's what the temperature should be when it warms up. So I'm just going to come out here, sit down on that stool with the water hose. And we're going to squirt it till it gets cold. Keep in mind, I am expecting that I'm going to be getting cold water out of here at first because it's going to have to clear the hose of the water that's in that line. Okay, it's hot now. It's real hot. It's so hot I can't touch it anymore. If nothing's leaking in here, then I'm going to say we're done. And that's work.